Seoul, the capital of South Korea, is an incredible travel destination. It's a city that blends rich history, vibrant culture, and modern energy. In this video, I'll take you through some of the most famous spots, from royal palace like Gyeongbokgung to the Dongdaemun Design Plaza, the charm of Hanwoo-chun, the lively nightlife of Myeong-dong, and of course, mouth-watering flavors of Korean food. I don't know how to pronounce Korean, the name of the places, so I will pronounce Chinese instead, but with subtitles. Above the air, you can see the beauty of this city. Now I'm inside Incheon Airport. The animated corridor takes me directly into Korean history. Next day morning, I arrived at Gyeongbokgung very early. There's not much people around. Gyeongbokgung is the largest royal palace in Seoul. Built in the 14th century, it was the main home of the Joseon dynasty kings. There's a must-see traditional ceremony that starts at 10 in the morning at Gwanghwamun, the changing of the royal guard ceremony.
Gate guards are now checking their identification with passwords and ID tags and exchanging salutes.
Now is a good time to take photo with the guard. Entrance tickets is free, but if you are wearing a hanfu, then it is free. I'm walking into Cheonggyecheon, the most important hall of Gyeongbokgung Palace. This is the working place of kings, used for official meetings, receive foreign diplomats, and conduct important state fairs. The hall's grand architecture, colorful decorations, and impressive wooden pillars really show the authority and the elegance of the royal court. Gyeongbokgung has been burned and destroyed several times throughout history. What we are seeing today is a reconstructed palace. Right next to Gyeongbokgung, it is the National Folk Museum with some traditional Korean houses. Exiting Gyeongbokgung from Seongwoo-mun, the famous Blue House, is right across the street. Tourists need to register in advance and show their passport to enter, and it's totally free. There's a huge waiting line to enter the main building. It takes about 2 hours. So instead of waiting, I decided to just walk around. For decades, the Blue House was home to South Korea's president. 12 leaders lived and worked here, and many faced dramatic ends: resignation, exile, prison, even suicide or assassination. Over time, the building came to symbolize not just power, but also the turbulent journey of Korean democracy. Aside from the heavy history, it's quite pleasant to walk around to enjoy the beauty of garden and traditional architectures. And I even caught a really cool air show here. It's about a 20-minute walk from the Blue House to Bukchon Hanok Village, and I highly recommend exploring its charming alleys. The village is like a living museum. Some houses are open to visitors, while others are tea shops or art galleries. They even offer free water and clean restrooms. The hosts are warm and polite, and the peaceful atmosphere give you a real sense of how Koreans lived in the past. If you want to experience traditional Korean life, this is definitely a must-see spot in Seoul. Just a few minutes from Hanok Village, there's a chic little restaurant with amazing coffee, ice cream, and delicious food. Yummy. After lunch, I come to Myeong-dong, one of Seoul's busiest shopping districts, always buzzing with energy. Streets are lined with fashion boutiques, cosmetic stores, and global brands, making it a paradise for shoppers. Night falls, Myeong-dong transforms into a vibrant food market. The streets filled with people eager to test all kinds of street food. From spicy food to sweet food, fried chicken skewers, seafood pancakes, and more. The variety is amazing, and the prices are very affordable, usually just a few dollars per snack. The smell, the light, and the energy making it a must-visit spot for anyone wanting to experience Seoul's nightlife and food culture. My next stop is Qingxichuan. I take the bus and then walk the rest of the way. Along the street, you will notice many sculptures and a beautiful pagoda. Qingxichuan is a restored stream running through downtown Seoul. Once covered by roads and neglected, it has been transformed into a beautiful urban park with a small waterfall, walking paths, bridges, and art installations. It's a nice spot to pass hot summer nights, to relax and enjoy the flowing water. Very cool to bath the feet. From Qingxichuan, I walked to Gwanghwamun to catch the metro. I saw the statue of King Sejong the Great, the Sejong Center for the Performing Arts, and the colorful LED panels lighting up the metro entrance, a perfect mix of history and modern vibes. Gwangjang Market is one of Seoul's oldest and most famous traditional markets. At first, I didn't find it much interesting and was about to leave, but I decided to try some food just for fun. That's when I ordered octopus with eggs, and I had no idea it would be raw. The octopus on the plate was still moving, wriggling around. It was shocking, as this is probably the food that will leave me with the deepest memory of Korea. I believe that Changdeokgung is probably the most beautiful palace in Seoul. The famous secret garden inside needs a separate ticket, and you can only go with a guided tour. They offer a couple of languages. When I entered the secret garden, a light drizzle started. The traditional buildings fit so well with the surrounding nature, like a little escape from the busy city. The palace was built during the Joseon dynasty as royal residence around the 1600s and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Changdeokgung survived several wars and fires over the centuries. Also, when Changdeokgung was destroyed, the royal family actually moved here, making it their temporary home. After the garden, I checked out Renzhen Dian, the main hall for royal ceremonies. The wooden details and tiled roofs are truly impressive. Walking out, the mix of courtyard, the gardens, and buildings just leave you with a strong sense of Korea's royal history. Just a short walk from Changdeokgung is Dajueshi. On top of its gate, there's a panel that shows how Korean people fought against the Japanese invaders in history, a small but powerful reminder of Korea's resilience. Dongdaemun Design Plaza is a famous landmark in Seoul. The building itself looks futuristic. With its flowing curves, it feels like you are stepping into a sci-fi movie. I found the Korean people pay great attention to its cultural heritage. Dongdaemun is a very good example. Dongdaemun means East Gate. It's built actually next to the ancient East Gate, the real Dongdaemun. It's one of the old city gates of Seoul. Inside the plaza, the Cafe de Faisonia is a nice spot to stop by. What caught my eyes was the boat-shaped counter. Dongdaemun is definitely worth a visit. It's also a metro station, so super easy to get to. With metro, you can get almost anywhere. To ride, you'll need a T-Money card. Just remember, you have to load it with cash. Since the machines usually don't take credit cards, in the middle of Seoul's busy Gangnam district stands Bongeunsa Temple, founded back in 794. Walking along the Lotus Road, you'll see rows of white lanterns, many dedicated by visitors to their ancestors and loved ones. About 17% of Koreans are Buddhist. Monks here still chant every day. One of the highlights is the 23-meter Buddha statue. The temple also offers temple stay program where visitors can experience monk's life. There's a lovely tea house where you can pause for a peaceful moment. Around the temple, you will find plenty of upscale restaurants serving Korean cuisine with a modern twist. And both the food and the service are excellent. Right across the street from Bongeunsa Temple is a totally different world, COEX Mall, one of the largest underground shopping mall in the world. COEX Mall is not just for shopping, it connects to metro, hotels, office, and even a casino. You could spend a whole day easily. One of the highlights inside COEX is the Starfield Library. It's an Instagram hotspot. Some say it's one of the most photographed libraries in the world. This open public space rises nearly 3 stories high, with bookshelves stretching to the ceiling. Many people come here more for selfie than reading. This is a chewy fish cake. This is the Han River, right in the heart of Seoul. In the morning, it feels so quiet. This park is a favorite place for locals, and it's one of the best spots to enjoy the city skyline during sunset or at night. Yeouido is especially famous in spring, when the cherry blossoms turn the whole park into a sea of pink and white. You can also take a river cruise here. This is my last stop in Seoul. My impression about Seoul? This city is an amazing travel destination. Major attractions are close to each other, so it's very easy to explore, and Seoul's metro system covers almost everywhere. Getting around is super convenient. The food is not expensive, Airbnb is quite affordable, people are very polite and kind, and felt very safe walking around both day and night. The only challenge is the language. Not many people speak English. And apps like Uber or Google Maps don't really work well here. It's definitely better to use local apps like Kakao or Navy Map. Still, with a bit of preparation, Seoul is such an enjoyable and welcoming city to visit. Thank you for watching.